Greetings, greetings, greetings. How's everybody doing this wonderful day? This is Tuesday, August the 2nd, 2022. I'm speaking to Mike today, so hopefully you all will hear me better tonight. We thank God for another day. We thank God for another week. We thank God for another month. Yes, yes, Lord. Another month, another day. Thank you. Today, I just wanted to share a testimony. This probably will be a shorter um, live stream today. I want to tell a quick story of something I had to deal with a couple years ago, and had to my second oldest daughter. God bless you. How's everybody? But I wanted to tell a quick story because this probably will be one of my shorter live streams, as we have a bunch of, pardon me, bigger shows planned coming up. But I want to thank the Lord for my second oldest daughter, because 2 years ago we had to deal with COVID-19. That was a rough period in my life because everything happened so fast. Now let's go back 2019. I caught it, and I had it, I think it was the month of December. We had a concert at the church, and I was trying to take pictures, but I couldn't. As soon as I got through taking a few pictures, I fell out and had rushed me to the hospital, and they didn't know what was wrong with me. And so I was probably sick for a few weeks, and then eventually I got better. And that was when COVID was starting to pick up steam. So we go into 2020, and I remember my daughter's mom. She called me, and she was kind of calm at the time. And she was like, "Well, they're sending Nikkole to the hospital because she has a fever and she hasn't been feeling well." And so I was like, "Okay, all right. Well, let me know where she at, and we'll take it from there." Within 10 minutes, she called me back crying, and she was frantic, as any parent would be when your daughter or your child has to be rushed to another hospital. Well, my daughter had COVID-19, and they had to rush her, airlift her to University of Michigan. My heart dropped, and I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. It was the first time in my life I was completely speechless. I was befuddled. I was lost. I was at a real dark place in such a short period of time. And I remember sitting at the computer. I couldn't even pray. I was just stunned. I was in a maze, and I just made a post on Facebook, and thank God, folks started responding and praying, because I had nothing. For the first time in my life, I couldn't even pray. I just couldn't. And I remember that because I think she was in the hospital for 72 days. And I remember we couldn't go see her. Only thing I was getting updates because her husband, my son-in-law, Glenn, was providing the updates. And then her mother, Lori, would let me know what was going on. And it was tough. That was the toughest part of my life, having to deal with that. Because during that time span, I lost friends, people I've known 30, 40, 50 years. They're gone. And then you're praying, you ask the Lord, please heal my child. And every time I look up, it was some other colleague or somebody passing, people from school, people I knew of. And it got so bad that there's a park in downtown Detroit called Belle Isle. They were putting pictures all around the park of people who had made their transition. that was really hard. So I remember one of the pastors reached out to me and inboxed me and said, God has heard your prayer as well as others. Your daughter's going to be fine. So I took that to heart, and I just said, okay, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. So the Lord would call me and tell me that Nikkole was progressing, and I'm trying to tell the story without getting too emotional. So one week she just kept getting better because during that time her lungs collapsed. She couldn't breathe. She had kidney failure. She had all this stuff going on. And I just said, Lord, you got to do something. So as the days went by and the weeks went by, Lord would call me, and it was be updates. She's breathing better, and then her lungs are back to capacity. Her kidney started healing. I said, thank you, Jesus. Then she was on the vent, and a lot of people didn't make it through the vent. Now, she made it. And I remember my Lord was called me and tell me things are gonna work out. God's gonna heal her, and I believed it. And so finally, we get to the time that it's time to let Nikkole come home. It was quite touching because I raced out to the hospital to go see her. And so it was funny because I was sitting in the vestibule and the nurses was rolling Nikkole out. And it caught me by surprise. They was doing it so fast. So I took pictures and I gave her a hug. Then I stand back because the children hadn't seen her in 2 months. Kaylee was crying and because she was glad she got her mama back. And then Madison was trying to figure out what was going on, but she was so happy to see her mama. And Christian was just glad to see her. So it was good to see her. And finally, when she got home, I had an opportunity to talk to her. She told me some stories, and I was like, wow. And I was just so thankful to God to be sitting across from her on the couch. So I just thank God she got to the University of Michigan, and administrators and staff took very good care of her. Now fast forward 2 years to now. It's funny to watch how God blessed her and her husband Glenn. Now they have a little prince. That's my grandson. He's hilarious. And so they've had another son since this time. And the beauty of this, I'm going to show y'all, God does things the way he wants them. Not the way we think they should be all the time, but the way he wants them. The very same hospital that she got healed, delivered, saved, God used those doctors and nurses to bring her back. My daughter had an opportunity to work at other hospitals. But the same hospital that she went to for her treatment is the same hospital that she works at now. She started August the 1st, 2022. Now look at God. Look at God. All the glory goes to God. Who sets up something like that? I'm going to heal you at this hospital, but then I'm going to employ you at the same hospital that I healed you at. If that ain't God, well, who is it? Explain that to me. I don't believe on that universe stuff because God created the heavens and the earth. The heavens is the sky. The earth is what you stand on and drive on. God created all that. I believe in God, the creator, not the createe, the creator. C-R-E-A-T O-R. That's who I believe in. I pray to God. I honor God, and He has blessed me. He has blessed my family. He's blessed all my children. All of them doing something. All my grandkids are doing something. Everybody's in school, employed, doing something, and it's a blessing to really enjoy that and see the handiworks of God. So many times people get so bent out of shape about life and how things happen. No, you have to just pray and get out and keep going. You don't quit. But I'm so thankful that today I had to tell that testimony. That same hospital that saved her is the same hospital she works at now. And I told her the other day, I said, you're going to be able to see the administrators and the nurses that help you get to where you are today. And not only that, some of those nurses have been promoted, and word's going to get around fast. We had her as a patient. Oh my God, she works for us. All because of God. God orchestrated all of this. He knew she was going to stay sick. He knew she was going to go to the University of Michigan. He knew He was going to heal her, and He knew He was going to employ her through University of Michigan. Now, if that ain't a testimony, I don't know what is. If that ain't a testimony, I don't know what it is. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. Because He didn't have to do that, but He did. He didn't have to go all these charts. He could have said, rise up and walk, but He didn't. He said, it's going to be a process. Because he knew what He was doing. Because God gets the glory. There's no telling what's going to happen when she has to go in the office. No telling who He's going to bring to Him using her. No telling. No telling. No telling. So I just had to share that with y'all today, because that was a trying time, but God brought us through it. He brought us through it. The good, the bad. All things work together for the good. The bad works together for the good. The good works together for the good. Remember that. All things. Disappointments, heartaches, life, death, transitions. All that works together. Sometimes folk think it's all good things happen. Nope. Bad things too. Difficulties too. People come in your life, leave. People leave your life, and then new ones come in. You have to be ready for that. Okay? All things work together for the good. All things. All things. I'm so grateful today. I am so very grateful. Stop worrying about these folk, so-called haters. Stop worrying about them. Use that as ammunition to keep going. Use that as ammunition to keep going. Remember, there's 4 seasons. You got winter, spring, summer, and fall. Just remember that. You got to know how to navigate through all of that. And once you do, and stop complaining and fussing, you're going to be all right. But I just want to share that unfiltered testimony. I ain't putting all this on an editing program, making it look perfect. Not doing that. Just raw, uncensored. I ain't going to be saying all these crazy cuss words, but I'm just being real. I just want to thank God for my family, my children, grandchildren, but I had to tell y'all that story. And I just thank God that He has brought us all through. So, that's my testimony. Remember, stay tuned. We have an Uncle Smooth comedian who's on Mike Larry's show, which is a Netflix special. That show is being edited and produced, and it will be out soon on Netflix. I'm trying not to backslide. That was an awesome occasion. So we will have Uncle Smooth this Thursday. I'll have the information in the show information up very soon. So look for that on Instagram. Look for the flyer. Now I'll probably put the flyer on Facebook also. And we're also having Pastor Michael C. Robinson, the author of My Father's Blood. That's next Tuesday. I think that's Tuesday, August the 9th. Okay, we will be having him. We will be interviewing Pastor Mike. Then the following week, we'll be interviewing Dr. Tachi, the host of Mediascope. So we got some more exciting interviews coming, and we look forward for you tuning in. And God bless you. I just wanted to testify today. Nothing big and extravagant. We'll be dropping content as we go. So thank you for tuning in. And remember, make a plan, make it happen. I'm Keller Coleman. God bless you. Oh, lastly, how y'all like this new overlay? Y'all like it? Let me know in the comments, because we trying some stuff. Okay? So y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good one.